Talk is your 24/7 connection. WGNS, AM, FM, and online. We're the Good Neighbor Network. FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro. FM 100.5 Smyrna. Audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is the Roundtable. A look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
Good morning. Johnny B here with Event Lane, and Brian Barrett is back with us.
Yeah.
What'd y'all do last week, Brian, on fall break?
Not a thing.
Really?
Mm-mm.
You just hung around and lazed off.
Yeah.
Didn't take your family out to Yellowstone?
They're all grown now. 25 and 22. One's married. One's almost.
Well, you could have taken your lovely wife somewhere.
Well, I guess that's true.
Like had a 10th honeymoon or something.
Butcher shop.
Yeah. We're glad to see you back, my friend.
Glad to be here.
And yeah.
He looks a little fresh, doesn't he?
He looks all rejuvenated.
It's this fall weather that makes you spunky.
I tell you what, it's not abundantly warm in here, and it's definitely not abundantly warm out there in the little sitting area. I don't know. Y'all got the AC going or something?
Probably.
Whoa.
Hey, when you crank the heat on here, man, does it run you out of this place.
Does it?
Yeah, it's like gas heat.
I'd like to try it right now.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see what we'll do. We're gonna. I enjoy going back in history, recognizing things that occurred on these same days that just passed in music history, and we'll let you guess this man's professional name. It'll be very easy. But yesterday was the anniversary of his death. He passed away October 17th, 1991 at the age of 72. He was born February 13th, 1919 in Bristol, Tennessee as Ernest Jennings Ford. Who do you think that was, Brian?
Ernest Tubbs?
Oh, Brian.
Come on.
Well,
Come on.
This is
He ain't got no
easy.
culture. He ain't got no culture.
He said the name.
Ernest?
Okay.
Jennings
And the
Ford.
last name was...
Ernest Ford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Born in
And
Bristol,
what
Tennessee.
What state are
Born in
you
Bristol.
from?
Tennessee Ernie Ford.
Hey.
Hallelujah. I'm so surprised.
Oh, boy.
He's younger than us.
Man, slow. I heard of
I've
slow
read
on
books
the
about him.
uptake, but man.
Black and white TV.
So we're going to commemorate his life a little bit here this morning, and those of us who recall him remember he just didn't have, not only had that incredible, I guess you'd call it a baritone, but I call it almost a bass voice he had that was just incredible, but had that incredible sense of humor, you know.
Great mustache.
Great mustache, great look, and so bless his little pea-picking heart. You remember that?
Yeah, that's right.
But apparently he struggled with alcohol in his later years, and his first wife predeceased him. They were married for probably close to 50 years, and then he died. He married again just 4 months later, and then he died of liver failure on October 17, 1991, 72. But we're going to do some songs that he did, 2 or 3 here, and then we'll talk about another artist. How about that, David?
Okay.
I love this old song, Mule Train. It's the people that did this, it's incredible. You got Vaughn Monroe, you got Gene Autry, Bing Crosby. Frankie Lane had a #1 pop hit on it. Tennessee Ernie had a #1 country, 1949, and a #9, crossed over to #9 on the pop chart. And all of them did it differently. Every one of them did it just dramatically differently. You can imagine Bing Crosby, how his version was so different from. Yeah. But Tennessee Ernie, I loved his version. We're going to kind of try to give a little bit of the flavor, but no one can do this like he did. Although Frankie Lane had a heck of a version. Indeed. Mule train, how? Mule train, clopping over hill and plain. Seems as though they never stop. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity 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 clopping along. Mule train, mule train. Yeah, mule clippity clopping along the mountain chain. And soon they're gonna reach the top. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity 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 clopping along. There's a plug of chawing tobacco for a rancher in Corona, a guitar for a cowboy way out in Arizona, a dress of calico for a pretty Navajo. Get along, mule, get along, mule train, mule train. Clippity-clopping through wind and rain. They'll be going until they drop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity-clippity-clippity-clopping along. There's some cotton thread and needles for the folks way out yonder. Shovel for a miner who left his home to wander. And rheumatism pills for the settlers in the hills. Get along, mule, get along, mule train, haw, get up, dog, mule train, mule train.
Yeah, mule, yeah. Whoa,
You can just hear
mule,
it.
whoa,
Whoa, mule.
When I say whoa,
I mean, whoa.
whoa.
And you can just hear old Tennessee Ernie doing that thing. He,
Clippity clop, clippity clop.
So in 1950, he wrote this song, Ava.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't write a lot of songs, but this is one he wrote because he was an avid hunter. And he got a song interview. So I don't know. He said, being a hunter, this song just kind of came to me, and I just got a kick out of writing it. It was a #1 country hit, 1950, and crossed over to 14 on the pop charts, called "The Shotgun Boogie."
Cool.
So. There it stands in the corner with the barrel so straight. I looked out the window and over the gate. The big fat rabbits are jumping in the grass. Wait till they hear my old shotgun blast. Shotgun boogie, done saw your track. Look out, Mr. Rabbit, when I cock my hammer back. Well, over on the ridge is a scaly bark. Hickory nuts so big you can see 'em in the dark. The big fat squirrels, they scratch and they bite. I'll be on that bridge before daylight with shotgun boogie. All I need is one shot. Look out, bushy tail, tonight you'll be in the pot, yeah. Well, I met a pretty gal, she was tall and thin. I asked her what she had, she said a Fox 410. I looked her up and down and said, boy, this is love. So we headed for the brush, the shot of that dove. Shotgun boogie,
Yeah.
where the feathers fly. Look out, Mr. Dove, when she draws a bead on you. Pick a little bit, ain't it? Yeah. She said, wait a minute, bud, you gotta see my pop. He don't like a man that's a gonna... Oh, somebody, we gotta go there. I skipped a line there.
Yeah.
Pop scared me. She said, wait a minute, bud, you gotta see my pop. He's got a 6 scotch.
Oh, me.
Blah, blah, blah. Help me now again.
Try it again, brother.
I gotta...
You gotta. You gotta try.
She said, well, meet it, bud, you got to see my pap. He got a 16 gauge choke down to a rifle. Don't like a man who's gonna trifle. Shotgun boogie draws a bead so fine. Look out, big boy, he's loaded all the time. Well, I called on the pap like a gentleman oughter. He said no brush hunter's gonna get my daughter. He cocked back the hammer right on the spot. When the gun went off, I outrun the shot. Shotgun boogie, I wanted wet in bed. I'll be back, little gal, when your pappy runs out of shell. Those last two verses again. She said, wait a minute, bud, you gotta see my pap. He got a 6-gun choke down like a rifle. He don't like a man who's a gonna trifle. Shotgun boogie draws a bead so fine. Look out, big boy, he's loaded all the time. Well, I called on the pap like a gentleman oughter. He said no brush hunter's gonna get my daughter. He cocked back the hammer right on the spot. When the gun went off, I outrun the shot. Shotgun boogie, I wanted wet in bed. I'll be back, little gal, when your pappy runs out of shell. Yeah, I'll be right back when your pappy runs out of shells.
Yeah.
I know what's wrong here. That next to last verse is missing a line. It is.
There's more than that.
Oh, that's me. I see what I did. I didn't read the first line. Sat down on the log, took her on my lap. She said, wait a minute, bud, you got to see my pap. Duh, that was me. I missed the line. Sorry,
Okay.
folks. Stuff happens, David. Well, this is, I've had to change a belief I've had, and I've pronounced falsely for years.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I have to fess up, Abe Lane.
That's your stock in trade is pronunciation
I know.
and enunciation.
Well, it's not.
To a fault. That's your deal.
Well, yeah, but this is what getting music history right. I have been wrong for years and years and years.
You admit it.
I'm admitting it right now.
Well, what did you get wrong?
Well,
Ron?
I always was absolutely convinced that it was Johnny Horton who had the first #1 country, #1 pop song. The #1 country song that also made #1 the pop charts with Battle of New Orleans, written by Jimmy Driftwood. That was in 1959. And then I always was convinced Marty Robbins had the second with El Paso in 1960. #1 country, #1 pop. But I was wrong. This is the first one. In 1955, Tennessee Ernie Ford's version of Merle Travis's incomparable song 16 Tons was #1 country and #1 pop in the year 1955, 4 years before Johnny Horton's Battle of New Orleans. So I stand corrected and give this man. Now, Merle Travis recorded and released this song in 1947 and had a gold record. It wasn't #1, it was a gold record. Tennessee Ernie Ford comes along in 55, and I read about it, and he is the one who did all the arranging for the song. And he's the one that put that snapping fingers in there, and then this clarinet lead pop sound with a clarinet lead in it. And it was all Tennessee Ernie Ford's vision in this thing. And it turned out, and he released it as the B-side. I forget the A-side, but the B-side just took off. I think it was also #1 in the UK, but it became his signature song, and incredible. 16 Tons. Merle Travis was a heck of a songwriter. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. A muscle and blood, skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. Picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. Loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal. The straw boss said, well, bless my soul, you won't 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain.
Yeah.
Fighting and trouble are my middle name.
You got that
I was
right.
raised in the canebrake by an old mama lion. Can't no high woman make me walk the line. I'll load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, won't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, better step aside.
Right.
A lot of men didn't and a lot of men died. One fist of iron, the other of steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. Load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Pretty incredible song.
That's a cool song.
Tennessee Ernie Ford put it on the map.
That's a song that's been covered by a lot of folks.
Oh yeah, a lot of folks, but none more successfully than
In Tennessee.
none more successfully than Tennessee Ernie Ford. So, hey then, are you gigging this weekend?
Doing of course, City Cafe tomorrow morning with Elaine and Mr. Everett.
Who just had a birthday
Yeah,
yesterday?
he
Happy
did.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Everett. We'll do the Everett Brown Trio at the City Cafe starting at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Cool.
And then Sunday, I'm going to be doing a concert thing with Elaine Winters and her old home, sweet home. Band.
Is that the Battleground thing?
That's the Battleground thing. Two shows. One it starts at one's at 11, and then the other one's going to be at 2.
Cool.
And Lisa Law's a special guest. Gonna do some authentic Civil War music. Amanda Shields is singing. We got Tyler Andall playing a violin, and Tyler is I think he's still Grandmaster. I'm not sure, but anyway,
Wow.
fiddle champion.
Now, where precisely at the Battleground will it be?
It'll be at the where the main building is, where you go in.
the reception area kind of
Yeah.
thing. All right.
Welcome Center. Or whatever.
That's
you go.
it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Thank you, Brian.
Glad to contribute.
Also, we
Even
got,
a blind hog finds an acorn every now and then. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. I don't interrupt you.
Okay. No, I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm going to get that rabbit. Is what
Get-
I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
But anyway, also got Rob Piercy doing
Ah.
guitar, and Rob and Tyler, or Andall, they did the Opry last week or week before.
Did they
last.
really?
Yeah, and
Good for them.
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Awesome.
So it's going to be...
Kudos to you, bro.
It's going to be excellent.
And you're going to have Beatrice there.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, good. So Brian
She's
Barrett
always
is
there.
back here, folks. He only comes back here for one reason. It's not to see me and Avon.
No.
It's to
It's
say,
to interrupt.
We've got
It's
to
just
take,
to interrupt
We've
us.
got to take a little break and hear from our wonderful sponsors,
Like I said,
WGNS.
he's got to interrupt us.
That's right. We'll be back.
All right, be back.
Hey folks, this is Mike Sparks, 49th District House member. Running for re-election, would ask for your support.
The issues Mike's championed include the First and Second Amendment tax cut bills, passing legislation to improve mental health, the Safe Storage of Firearms Act, plus he sponsored affordable housing legislation that passed this year. Mike Sparks has been outspoken on Jefferson Pike for 20 years, which led to the $70 million widening project that's almost complete. We need Mike Sparks to remain in the State House.
This is Mike Sparks asking for your vote.
Paid for by citizens like Mike Sparks, Alicia Sparks, Treasurer.
Alan Butcher.
Well, the thing I like about Adams Place is that when you come here, you're coming to a complete healthcare system. You start off in independent living, and then if you need additional care, you go to assisted living. And we also have a memory unit and a rehab unit.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
If you want to get some barbecue, I'll tell you how to do it. Head for the Slick Pig and you're into it. Just walk through the door at 1920 East Main and your nose will send a message right to your brain. Say, smells good. And barbecue. Slick Pig. They got ribs and beans. Got spicy wings. Slick Pig.
A Murfreesboro tradition. 1920 East Main.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it!
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Did you know every 3 seconds someone is a victim of identity theft? LifeLock wants to give you helpful tips to protect your identity this Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Adding multi-factor authentication, like a text with a security code, is one way to boost your security. But for comprehensive protection, trust LifeLock. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal info and steps in to resolve issues that arise, guaranteed or your money back. Protect yourself with a 30-day free trial at lifelock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by AmeriCare Pest Control and the law offices of John Day.
I've got pets. AmeriCare Services Incorporated, family-owned and operated. For residential and commercial customers, we offer a full range of services. Our services include one-time, monthly, and quarterly pest control, termite control, moisture and fungus control, automatic foundation vents, and more. Licensed, insured, and bonded for your protection. 893-7111.
Call the best of the best to get rid of your pest.
AmeriCare Services Incorporated.
Now, WGNS Good Neighbor Events. You hear Coach Andy Herzer on the radio, and if you have a youngster ages 5 to 14, they can benefit from the First Shot classes. That's right, they can sharpen their basketball skills while also making positive spiritual changes. Check their website. That's firstshottn.org. Maybe you're new to town and want to learn more about the community. Well, come on over to the one-room Ransom Schoolhouse every Saturday morning from 9 until noon. Members of the Rutherford County Historical Society are there, and they're talking local history. It's all free, including the coffee and donuts. That's Saturday morning from 9 until noon. Ransom School is at 717 North Academy Street, right here in Murfreesboro. The Little Shop of Horrors wraps up this weekend at the Art Center of Cannon County in neighboring Woodbury. And they're having ghost tours Friday and Saturday night, 6 until 10 each night at the Sam Davis home in Smyrna. Tickets are available upon arrival. None are sold in advance. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
Rutherford weather.
We'll see sunny skies here for this afternoon, high in the low 70s, and then for tonight, mostly clear, low near 39. Saturday, sunshine, high around 74 degrees. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on News Radio WGNS.
Currently, it's 41.
Broadcasting from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios, MTE Sharing Change has now donated more than $11 million to local nonprofits assisting worthy causes in our community. MTE, serving to make life better since 1936.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
And we're back. Thank you, Brian Barrett. Thank all you wonderful WGNS sponsors. Thank Ava and Lane for being here. And
can you see that?
Even showing this
Check that
power
out.
strip that just spontaneously combusted in his house last week.
Yeah, I have actually
smoked up the whole house. He thought the house was burning down. Took 9/11 to find the thing. There was so much smoke.
Yeah, the fire department come out and did their job.
These old power strips, when they get real old, I think they ought to be discarded. Don't you think, Ava?
Well,
is that the lesson?
It happens spontaneously, and the fire department told me that happens.
Oh, yeah, that's what you were
saying.
saying.
One thing that I did that I didn't realize, and we'll all do it. We'll take plug strips and plug them into other plug strips. So we'll have, and I had this plugged into it. I don't know if that caused it, but they say sometimes that's part of the problem.
Well,
and what happened? But this plug strip only had one little.
Let me borrow that.
I'm
going to show it these folks here.
And it was pretty wild.
Look at that thing. Yeah.
It was scary. We've got a wonderful fire department, and they
thing
are
just
fast.
Spontaneously did that. So don't power strip on top of power strip.
No, don't do that.
According, the number one reason that this happens
is
overloading your power strip.
Right.
Number two, daisy chaining.
And that's what
the daisy
and
chain.
it was and that may have been the whole thing. So don't daisy chain.
Yeah. 3 is a faulty power strip, and 4 is humidity and moisture. So those are the top 4 reasons that they spontaneously combust. Yep.
Well, I have to confess, I've done the exact same thing. I've daisy chained.
Oh, we all have.
Now I know not to daisy chain.
Yeah, we need to make them all separate.
Not to be confused with Daisy Duke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, how can you confuse? I always get confused when I think about Daisy Duke.
Let's do one more Tennessee Ernie Ford song, and this wasn't a single, but it was on an album of his in 1959. But this is a song that is very, very familiar. You're talking about covered by people. Oh man, everybody. And I have done this song for years, but I have never heard the lyrical version and style that Tennessee Ernie Ford. I've never heard it done the way he did it. And different lyrics and different, I don't know what you call it, segue line, I call it, to get to the upper notes. And it's just really unusual and unique. But boy, you're talking about beautiful. If you get a chance, even just find it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
He sings it. The one I like, you remember he had a TV show.
Yeah.
And he's singing it live to open the show, and it's incredible. It's just, man, he's just, he's bringing it.
One thing I've often wondered, Shenandoah, I always thought this had something to do with about Virginia. You know, it's not about it's about in California.
It's about the Missouri River flowing.
Yeah, well, crossing the wide Missouri
Right.
to get to Shenandoah
Right.
to everything. But it sounds
That's
like
true.
it's something that should be about in Virginia. Or
Well, of
something.
course. And you remember that famous Jimmy Stewart
Yeah.
movie?
Right.
Entitled Shenandoah, which is in Virginia.
Right.
So, but you're right.
But that's another bit of trivia.
So this is the way. This is not exactly the way Tennessee Ernie Ford did. I could never imitate or even try to emulate his voice. But these are the lyrics and the wording, wording that he used.
I'm just glad you can emulate your voice.
That's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
As we saw on Shotgun Boogie.
Shotgun Boogie.
Oh, Shenandoah, I hear you calling. Hi-ho, you rolling river, oh Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Hi-ho, I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. Missouri, she's a mighty river. Hi-ho, you rolling river. When she rolls down, her topsails shiver. Hi-ho, I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. Farewell, my dearest, I'm bound to leave you. Hi-ho, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I'll not deceive you. Hi-ho, I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. Hi-ho, I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. Interesting version of that song.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
The words are her top shells. Yeah.
Our topsails shiver. I'm not sure exactly what that means.
Well, it's talking about a ship
crossing that river, or
when she rolls
navigating
down,
that river. When when the ship rolls down that river, her topsails shiver. That kind of rhymes, doesn't it?
Big river. Yeah.
Well, the same day, yesterday, October 17th, was the 66th birthday of Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
Born October 17th, 1958. I don't know what this term means. Maybe you know. It says in this little snippet I printed about him, he's known for performing a style widely regarded as neo-traditional country. Help me with that, Eamon.
Well, new tradition.
Neo-traditional.
There's a band called the New Tradition. Neo, that's new.
Yeah. So.
But he still has a really good. He's country. He's
Oh yeah.
And in some so-called country music now, no man, that ain't country.
No, you're right.
And it's not a thing of being snotty-nosed or long-nosed about it. It's just like, no, that's not country.
So
if you don't know that, you don't know what country is.
So he found a way to bring newness and freshness,
right,
but yet remain traditional in his country music.
Well, country music is like, I think about it like this. Classical music is a form that is classical.
Exactly.
It is, you do it this way.
Period.
With this kind of same kind of, and you have to do it that way, and it's classical. Well, country has become a classical thing.
Yeah.
It's been around so long. Jazz, that's a classical kind of music. You have to do certain things for it to be jazz, certain things for it to be country.
But go ahead.
But you're evolving it.
Yeah.
But you're staying within you're staying within the form of the music.
Gotcha.
The feel, the way it sounds, the instrumentation.
But I would think you would agree with this. You tell me, obviously, if you don't. But I would think, unlike classical, jazz and country, and jazz even more so, has much more room for improvisation and variation,
Yeah.
and then you would think classical would.
Yeah. Well, classical is like the improvisation and everything has already been written
That's
out
right.
by the
That's
composer.
what I'm saying. It's on the score there.
Yeah, and that's where
You
the
follow the
I mean,
score.
and you know, once you learn a tune, you're doing the way the tune
Yeah.
went. But the improvisation is definitely jazz is where
Oh,
that
yeah.
in country it happens.
I know. I think it's like jazz more, but country too. But because I've seen you play jazz with your guys, and I can't even follow you guys. I'll be honest with you. I'm agog. I'm going, oh my God, wish I could play like that.
But well, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's why people, and if it's done correctly, oh man, it'll knock your socks
Oh,
off.
absolutely. I love it. I love to just sit and listen to it. I can never play it, but there's some jazz songs I can sing pretty decent, but I'm not a jazz musician.
Well, there's something missing from the scene of all these different genres and everything. People need to learn how to listen to music.
Oh, yeah.
And there used to be, I remember in classes and going through school and everything, we'd have classes about listening to music. What do you hear here? Why is this classical? Why is this jazz and whatever? I don't know if that's done very much anymore.
Well, I've always been a listener to music, and it started with that same night at the Opry when I was exposed to Marty Robbins. Once I started buying his records, I saved up and got a stereo, and I got his records, and at night I would have headphones on, and I would just listen for hours
and get
until I just fell off asleep. I would just listen to every nuance of his voice,
yeah.
So I've remained a close listener ever since. Now, here's something interesting about this gentleman, Alan Jackson. 21 studio albums, including 2 Christmas albums and 2 gospel albums. His gospel music is great. Have you heard some of his gospel songs? Man. And what's that one that was written by Cowboy Copas that he does? I can't remember it right now, but it's incredible. Sold over 75 million records worldwide, 44 million in the U.S. alone.
God.
66 songs have appeared on the country charts. 38 reached the top 5, and 35 of those went to number 1. So,
oh man, he is a force.
He is a force.
And he does rhythm and blues. With the country flavor. There's an old tune called "Something About a Mercury."
Oh yeah,
and it's killer the way he does it.
I know what you're talking about.
It has that because that's an old R&B.
I should have. I'm glad you.
That's
regret
a great
I didn't
song.
try to learn that song.
Yeah.
I've listened to it. It's incredible.
And you could dance to Alan Jackson stuff. Everything you could dance to, all his stuff.
Well, in 1991, he had a big number 1 hit with a song he co-wrote with Roger Murrah and Keith Stigall. We're going to stick in D, even, okay?
Okay.
1991, number 1. Don't rock the jukebox. I want to hear some Jones. My heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stone. Don't feel like a rockin' since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox. Play me a country song. Before you drop that quarter, keep one thing in mind. You got a heartbroken hillbilly standing here in line. Been down and lonely ever since she left. Before you punch that number, could I make one request? Don't rock the jukebox. I wanna hear some Jones.
Hey, George.
No, my heart ain't ready for them Rolling Stones. No, I don't feel like a rockin' since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox, yeah. Play me a country song. I ain't got nothing against rock and roll, but when your heart's been broken, you need a song that's slow. Ain't nothing like a steel guitar to drown a memory. Before you spend your money, baby, play a song for me. And don't rock the jukebox. I wanna hear some Jones. No, my heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stone. Don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox, play me a country song, yeah. Don't rock the jukebox, play me some old George Jones song. Yeah, great song.
Yeah. Don't rock.
Now this is one of those this is very similar, Avent, that he could take this is an old rock and roll song.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Cochran was that up and coming rock and roller back in '58 who was tragically killed in that car wreck when he was in London, England, touring with who's the other up and coming rocker at the time? Gene Vincent.
Bebop-a-loo-la,
she's my baby. Yeah. He died very young. He died of complications from an ulcer. He was only 30-something years old. But
I thought it was because of the song Bebop-a-loo.
Well, it may have been. But he, Eddie Cochran was only, I think he was 21 when he died in this crash. Now, Gene Vincent and Sharon Sheeley, that incredible songwriter, who was dating Eddie Cochran at the time, she was over there with him, and this was a taxi cab, was speeding.
Wow.
Went off the road, killed Eddie Cochran. Gene Vincent and Sharon Sheeley were injured so bad they had to be flown back to the U.S., but recovered. But then here comes, who covers this song? So many folks covered this song, Summertime Blues. I was amazed when I looked yesterday. The Who actually covered it. Buck Owens covered it. But then Alan Jackson in 1994 has a number one on this thing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to raise a fuss, I'm going to raise a holler. I'm working all summer just to try to earn $1. Every time I call you, baby, try to get a date. My boss man says, no dice, son, you gotta work late. Sometimes I will wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause I ain't no cool for the summertime blues. Well, my mama and papi told, gotta make some money. If you wanna use a car to go right next Sunday. Well, I didn't go to work, told the boss I was sick. Now I can't use a car 'cause you didn't work a lick. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause I ain't no cool for these summertime blues. Gonna take 2 weeks, gonna have a vacation. I'm gonna take my problem to the United Nations. Well, I called my congressman and he said, I quote, I'd like to help you, son, but you're too young to vote. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Well, something like that. But Alan Jackson had a big number one on that. Eddie Cochran wrote that song, by the way, too. Somehow I missed this one. Didn't discover this until yesterday, looking through his discography.
Oh, that's
that he covered. You know, Don Williams had a huge number one in 1979 of this Bob McDill song, which we're going to do here in just a minute. But
Brian.
Alan Jackson, so 1979 number one by Don Williams. Yeah. And then Alan Jackson's, as these brilliant artists often do. I tell you, Mickey Gilley was one of the best at this, of finding an old hit that was number one way back and making another number one of it. He was incredible. But Alan Jackson has done it more than once. And year 2000, he had a number one on It Must Be Love, Don Williams song. But we'll do it when we get back, Lord willing. Be right back.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that is MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month with MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true that people wind up way more satisfied, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. That's because MediShare works. It has for more than 30 years. It's a community of Christians who have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth. They love the huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Insurance should be simple, not complicated. That's why at Rayburn Insurance, Agent Rick Hull cuts through the jargon and helps you understand your options clearly. He's committed to finding the right coverage that fits your unique needs and budget. Their team has been a trusted partner in the community since 1973. Ready to make insurance easy? Get with Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. He's ready to help you get the protection you deserve.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstireprostn.com.
Efficient 3-bedroom, 3-bath home located in the highly sought-after Black Fox Crossing neighborhood. Enjoy the convenience of 2 primary suites and a 2-car garage. Recent updates include new flooring in the living areas and bedrooms, as well as fresh paint throughout. This home comes fully equipped with appliances, including a washer-dryer and an extra fridge in the garage. For more information, call Chip Walters at Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, 615-542-1915.
Premier 6 Theater on Broad in Jackson Heights.
Let's all go to the movies.
Check out what's showing at murfreesboromovies.com. Popcorn popped fresh daily.
Movies like a good old primitive.
Premier 6 on Broad in Jackson Heights.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
And we're back. Thank you, Ryan Barrett, producer extraordinaire.
Or watch and listen.
Or watch and listen.
Listen and watch.
Listen
or
and watch.
Watch and listen. Or whatever.
Or
just
watch
be
out.
there. Be square.
Be there or be square.
Uh-huh. Don't be L7. Remember that?
Have
don't
y'all
you?
watched the? I didn't think I would like this because I love the movie so much. The Lincoln Lawyer that had Matthew McConaughey. There's a Netflix series.
Yeah, I haven't started season 3 yet, but
I've just started season 2. But I've really gotten into it.
season 3 just came out.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that because I think I saw episode 1 of season 2 last night, and then, but it's really good. And they were doing that. One of the last episodes of season 1. There's this police detective that he's got this love-hate relationship with. You know what I'm talking about, Brian?
Yeah.
Griggs. You know, and they were both passing old phrases, and he yells at Griggs because Griggs won't help him investigate another police officer, and he goes, "Remember what they say. Better 1,000 men go free than one innocent man be imprisoned." Yeah. So the cop comes up to him and said, "I got one for you. Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer." You remember that one?
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, man.
Like 2000. It Must Be Love. First I get cold, then hot, think I'm on fire, but I'm not. Oh, what a pain I got, it must be love. There's nothing I can do, all that I want is you. Look what I'm going through, it must be love. It must be love, it must be love. I fall like a sparrow, fly like a dove. You must be the dream I've been dreaming of. Oh, what a feeling, it must be love. Something is wrong, alright, I think of you all night. Can't sleep till morning light, it must be love. Seeing you in my dreams, holding you close to me. Oh, what else can it be? It must be love. It must be love, it must be love. I fall like a sparrow, I fly like a dove. You must be the dream I've been dreaming of. Oh, what a feeling, it must be love. It must be love, it must be love. I fall like a sparrow, I fly like a dove. You must be the dream I've been dreaming of. Oh, what a feeling, it must be love. Oh, what a feeling, it must be love. Oh, what a feeling, it must be love. Another number one.
Yeah.
Another one of those 35 number one hits.
Oh, man, Don Williams, I miss him. But I
oh,
tell you
man,
what,
incredible.
and nobody taking his place. Well,
no.
Neither Alan Jackson's place.
No, but
There's
Don
some
Williams.
They're trying. There's some of those cats are trying.
But I think Don Williams,
I
still think he's more unique than almost anybody
Yep.
ever that's ever been. He just had a different delivery and sound that was just incredible.
There was such a passion there, and he was so laid back.
Oh.
But there was a
him
fire, like it was like this cool person, but you could tell there was a bubbling cauldron of passion.
Oh yeah.
Underneath the surface.
Oh yeah. And
but he played it cool.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to watch some of his videos. There's this young kid playing lead guitar for him, and he must still be around because he was incredible. But in one particular whole concert, he's got bright red shirt, bright red pants, and I think bright red shoes on. No hat, no nothing. It looks like he's in almost like sweatshirt or something. But I don't know why Don let him dress like that. It just jumps out on the screen. But he could play that guitar,
yeah.
And he sang backing harmonies with him along with the bass player. I noticed in Don's later concerts, he performed sitting down.
Uh-huh.
He'd get a chair. He wouldn't stand. And he died of emphysema when he was 79 in Mobile, Alabama. Yeah.
Well, it happens when you get older.
Yeah. We need to feature him one day.
You hunt a chair or something.
We need to do all Don Williams one day.
Yeah, we do. That'd be good. That'd be a good deal.
Number one in 2003, along with Jimmy Buffett.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the video of this one? The video of it?
I haven't.
It's 2-pager. Oh, it is really cool. You got to make sure you watch it today. How they pull this off, and all of a sudden Jimmy Buffett's there.
Oh man.
The sun is hot, and that old clock is moving slow, and so am I. Workday passes like molasses in the wintertime, but it's July, getting paid by the hour, older by the minute. The boss just pushed me over the limit. I'd like to call him something. I think I'll just call it a day. Yeah. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care.
I don't care.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, this lunch break is gonna take all afternoon and half the night. Tomorrow morning, I know I'll be there for hell to pay, but baby, that's alright. Had a day off now in over a year. My Jamaican vacation's gonna start right here. If the phone's for me, you can tell 'em I just sailed away.
Just sailed away.
Well, pour me something tall and strong. Make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I could pay off my tab, pour myself in a cab, be back to work before 2. At a moment like this, I can't help but wonder, what would Jimmy Buffett do? And in the video, he's also on stage going, funny you should ask, Alan. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah, pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty incredible the way they do it. You got to watch the video.
A Jimmy Buffett tune. I never heard it before, or I'd heard it and I never paid any. It's called Bubbles Up.
Bubbles Up.
Yeah, check that out. That's a cool. It sounds kind of silly, but Bubbles Up. It's a great tune. It's about life.
I will.
But if you're a
Ooh.
diver, or whatever, you'll understand exactly what he's talking about. But check that tune out.
I will.
Bubbles Up.
Bubbles Up. Well, looks like we can sneak one more song in. You might not know this.
Oh, yeah.
You might not know this, Avon Lane, but John Conley is going to be in Manchester, Tennessee.
Yeah.
On Thursday night of this week, 24th.
Where's he going to be?
I don't know exactly. They got some kind of performing facility down there, obviously. But this is his signature song. Even though we've talked about this before. It wasn't a number one. He had several number ones. It was number 5, but it still became his signature song because over the years, these songs grow in popularity.
Around here, when it came out, it was just a regional hit.
Yeah.
Or people started listening to it. And WSIX FM at Country, they would play it quite a bit. And the first time I heard that tune, I said, man, that's going to be a giant hit. And it was like a year or two later, it caught.
It did.
It went over the threshold or something, and it just went crazy.
1978. We want to do an E. I'm sorry, Avent.
Oh, thanks. This ain't an easy tune.
Folks, Avent tolerates a lot with me. He's long-suffering, patient, true blue, and kind of creepy.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know why I keep on believing you need me when you prove so many times that it ain't true. I can't find one good reason for staying. Maybe my leaving would be the best for you. But these rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through show only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth. They won't let me hold on to the good times, the good lines, the ones I used to hear when I held you. And they keep me from feeling so cheated, defeated, when reflections in your eyes show me the fool. But these rose rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through show only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth. So I just keep on hoping, believing that maybe by counting the many times that I've tried, you'll believe me when I say I love you, and I'll lay these rose-colored glasses aside. These rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through show only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth. And we be done, and we're encroaching on Brown Bear's time. We'll see you folks, Lord willing, next week. Bye-bye.